corner. Please make welcome Marcel, Marc, Tang. Where we believe it's slow smoking all of our succulent cuts and using the highest quality spices. We believe this is the best way to provide you with high quality barbecue in Colorado. White Smoke Shack is superior. Time to meet the main event fighters first. Fighting out with dynamic mortgage concepts red corner. But victory is moving time for the Colorado Queens. Make welcome Sid Bice. From our Drive MMA and Real World Fight Team in Cedar Rapids, Iowa, please make welcome Marcel, Marc. This professional 125-pound is scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds. Referees 10 minutes.
Our main event to kick off 2017 is a 125-pound professional fight featuring Colorado versus Iowa. The Colorado fighter Sid Bice in the black and silver trunks representing Factory X, facing off against Marcel Tang, Mr. Tang wearing the silver trunks. Referee Tim Mills, third in the cage, calls him to the center, and we are off with the main event of our inaugural 2017 show. Rise.
Rise.
And a huge right hand comes across for Bice. Tang, good job getting back to his feet. Boy, does that speak to his conditioning.
Unbelievable.
Bice just so fast. I mean, everybody in the 125-pound division is fast, but he's kind of the Speedy Gonzalez in there.
Yeah, but also with power, and that's rare. You know, at the really lighter weights, you just don't see these guys packing power. You know, they can't. But Sid Vicious absolutely has power.
Nice job with the calf kick by Bice, and making sure that he is never a stationary target as Bice.
And I got to tell you, the same goes for Von Tong.
Oh, Tang takes a couple of hard shots there, and the knee up the middle lands for Bice. Corner of Tang asking for some more head movement.
Von Tong. It's okay, I'm here to help. You know, I think a lot of us here in Colorado were really curious after seeing Sid Bice go to, you know, Legacy and different types of, you know, bigger shows. Wanted to see kind of how he would do, and then wanted to see how he would come back. And I think that we're getting a really good glimpse of the kind of preparation that he's had in his time off from his last fight.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah, it's just, I mean, he's so smooth and so polished and so composed.
Oh, beautiful drop to a single, and takes it to a double, finishes the takedown. Beautifully done against the cage, Sid Bice.
Doing a good job with his leg positioning, keeping both legs of his opponent wrapped up. And Bice Able to move into half mount. Good scramble there by Tang Van. Threading the hook in. Tang Van going to try to keep that right hip pinned against the cage, but unable to do so. It's going to allow Bice to either go into mount or back control, and mount it is. And back control it is. Wow. Smooth transitions by Bice. And not even bothering with the ground. Well, now he's going for some strikes, but immediately looking to thread through for the choke.
What a strong kid Sid Bice is, my goodness.
And there's the choke now. Has him flattened out, arch in the back. See if we get the tap out here.
Bice doing such a great job with his legs, too. And
just an absolutely desperate position for Tang Van. Somehow Tang Van working to turn in.
Such a tough kid.
Nice job by the Iowa fighter. Bice lets go on the choke. He's going to go for a transition to mount. Nice scramble by Tang Van. Bice stays on top, though.
Outstanding hips from Sid Bice. Oh, and here come the elbows.
Good work off of his back by Tang Van there. Bice tried to read it, was going to come around the kick. Tang Van made the adjustment.
A little bit of a telegraphed head kick there from Tang Van, but Bice doing a nice job of seeing it coming.
Yeah, and I think Tang Van actually wanted Bice to see it coming and back off.
Me too.
I think he was trying to create space there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just barely missing with that right hand.
And those calf kicks are killers. They, instantly reddened the calf of Tang Van. Instantly.
Yeah,
Instantly.
I was going to say, you can see, you're exactly right, yeah. And you know that means that every time he's stepping on it, not only is he dealing with pain, he's dealing with muscle dysfunction. It's not doing what he wants.
That's it.
10-second clacker sounded.
Sid Bice doing a nice job with that straight right hand. Second round of our main event just about underway here as Marcel Tang Van from Iowa comes here to deal with Sid Vicious Bice. But JR, we talk about this all the time, and I don't know if it does apply to Mr. Tang Van, but we always talk about people coming here and dealing with the altitude and how that affects them, especially as the fight progresses. How do you see this? Do you see conditioning as an issue right now at all?
You know, the thing that I saw was how quickly he recovered after being dropped in round number one, and that speaks to his conditioning. And if he was feeling the altitude, I don't think he would have been able to do that. Of course, as the rounds progress and he puts in a stronger output of energy, it's going to have more effect. But I think he's better off than most people that we've seen.
Yeah, I completely agree with that 100%. Typically, we will see people really gasping for air in between the first and second round, and I didn't see any of that in between the rounds.
Well, I make the joke often, but it's almost not a joke. You see these professional fighters come here to Colorado and they get winded walking across the parking lot.
Absolutely true, though.
You know, they get on the scale at the weigh-ins out of breath. And
look at that
Tang Van doesn't seem to be having that difficulty. And my goodness, right in the middle of the cage, too.
Long-range shot from Sid Bice and lands.
Active guard by Tang Van.
And Bice is looking to put Tang Van against the cage right now and really pin him against that cage. And you can see he's strategically trying to push him in, which he's doing. And this is a real advantageous position right now for Bice because Tang Van can't move and get out of a bad situation.
Yeah, it either jams your head against the cage and keeps your shoulder mobility from going anywhere, or it completely shuts down escapes and submission attempts from one side. And Bice doing a nice job with the scramble there, almost full mount here for Bice. He's going to try to jam that right knee down, but not able to do so yet. So good job off of his back by Tang Van, but
Very
Bice
good
just controlling position. But off of his back, Tang Van doing a good job of not taking any damage.
Really nice job of wrist control right now from Tang Van.
Going to try to feed the triangle over. Leg kick just barely skipped off the jaw of Bice, and Bice now knee on chest. That's an uncomfortable thing.
Nice short elbow from the bottom attempted right there from Tang Van, but Bice did a really nice job of evading, getting out of position, getting out of the way, and back into position. Oof.
Yeah, oof indeed. That one came through solid. And Tang Van, so far, I mean, he's got an active guard. He's doing a good job of keeping himself safe. Just a couple of, hard clipping shots landed so far, but not really an answer for the pressure of Bice. Bice able to keep it here, continuing to grind away, continuing to take the energy away from his opponent, and each one of those shots empties that gas tank just a little bit more.
And he's landing flush too. That's the thing. He's landing with really flush shots, and Tang Van right now is trying to get his elbows firing off as Sid Bice comes in.
Sorry, Ryan, I was going to say looking to isolate a firearm there. Go ahead.
No, but, with that said, Bice doing just an outstanding job of really controlling everything, meaning controlling the offense from the top, controlling what he receives from the top position. He's just doing a masterful job tonight.
Trying to get his feet involved on the cage and see if he can go for a backdoor escape, trying to roll through his Tang Van, but Bice just jamming him into the cage. We talked about shutting down the mobility by having your opponent into the cage, and that's what Bice was doing there. And Tang Van in a little bit better position here, but Bice just too heavy on top.
Too strong.
And has the right arm of Tang Van in a position where it was out of play, but yeah, wow is right. What a full body explosion.
These guys are amazing to watch. It's almost like we're in Japan. Everybody's studying the fight right now.
Some true fight enthusiasts in Colorado, no doubt.
Yes, we are.
And now I'm seeing Tang Van's hands come down a bit, so that might be some of the altitude and conditioning we were referencing earlier. 10-second clacker, so we're going to get a third round.
Unbelievable. What a fight.
Hey, you got to move. Hey, control your movement.
Not every day that we get a treat like having Justin Gaethje come and do some commentary with us, which we truly appreciate from the champ. Thanks, champ, for coming by and saying hello and cheering on your teammates from the commentary booth. Third and final round in this main event of SCL Rise here on this fantastic Saturday night in Castle Rock, Colorado, between Sid Vicious Bice fighting out of Factory X, taking on Marcel Tang Vaughn, coming to us out of Iowa. And, sorry, JR, and Sid Bice kind of showing Iowa what's up, huh?
Yeah, and Tang Vaughn looks to have recovered well between rounds. We were saying maybe he was starting to get a little weathered and starting to feel the altitude, but he came out literally jumping through the air to start round 3.
And I think you hit it right on the head. It's a reference and a credit to how well conditioned he is coming into Colorado. But just that wrestling game of Sid Bice is something else.
Yeah, crew Marc Montoya over in the corner of Bice, telling him he wants him to settle here, meaning he wants to get the pressure down, he wants to secure the position, and then start methodically working to improve position, get some chipping shots in there, make sure the judges and the referees see that you're marking up your opponent.
Speaking of marking up your opponent, Sid Bice doing a nice job of landing a short elbow from the inside here as Tang Vaughn was on his back, but no cut. I don't see anything cut, at least. But that was a short, effective elbow that landed from Sid Bice.
And continuing with that, and if he's not popping him with the elbow, he's just pressuring down with the point of the elbow. And a lot of coaches, you'll hear it, no matter what, make your opponent uncomfortable. And grinding the point of your elbow into their face is certainly one way to do that.
That'll do it. So, JR, if you're in Tang Vaughn's corner, what advice do you give him for the third and final round?
You know, he started the round the way that I think he should have, come out aggressive. You got to really try to press the action, and you have to not necessarily press the pace because Bice is going to take care of that, but you have to try to keep pace with Bice and make sure that you're not trying to answer strikes, but rather you're the one that's in there making him answer you.
Yeah, 100%, because at that point you're always behind. And for Bice, look, the reality of things is he's pitching a shutout here. So keep doing what you're doing, control the fight, control the middle of the cage, and really prevent any type of haymaker from landing.
Yeah, exactly right. Keep that defense in place. Secure position. That's where Marc Montoya was saying settle. And then start working either submission or ground and pound.
Yep.
And just real methodical step-by-step instructions coming out of the corner from Sid Bice. Pull your arm out, grab your hand, move your left knee, just knowing exactly where he needs to be, exactly what he needs to do to make things happen and to keep things from happening. And Bice, of course, being a pro fighter, he's in there, able to take those instructions, process what's going on in the middle of combat. Good scramble. It's got to be frustrating for Tang Vaughn. He is doing so many things right.
Oh, yeah.
And just really, you'd think probably 80% of the people that he's in the gym with, he does these things and it gets him exactly where he wants to be. Knee on belly turned into mount, going into armbar attempt there. Tang Vaughn almost able to loop that right leg over and going for the scissor-induced leg bar or armbar. And there it is, leg scissor-induced armbar. Congratulations, Sid Bice. Late in the third round goes home with the submission victory.
For J.R. Brennan of MMA Buzz, my name is Ron Goldstein. We thank you for joining us tonight at SCL Rise. Our main event, Sid Bice victorious in this 125-pound main event.
Round number 3, referee Mills has got a stop to this fight, declaring you winner by submission, Sid Bice. Shot in the cage with Sid. Welcome back, man.
Thanks, guys.
Nice little break for you there. Did it feel good getting back in the cage?
Yeah, man, it's already getting back in here, especially fighting I'm fired here for probably 3 years, so
Talk me through the game plan coming into this fight and how it played out.
Man, I knew the guy was tough. One time there's a lot of unorthodox stuff, and the game plan just to go out there and be. I felt like I was better than everywhere. I put out the best result.
Certainly worked out for you. You're going to stick around here now. Can we expect to see you in less than 3 years?
Yeah, I hope so. Man, the goal is to get in the UFC, man. I think I'm right there. So come sign the UFC, I'm ready.
You heard it. You heard it. So who do you want to thank?
My sponsors, Northern Climate Control, Robusta Room. I'm actually having an after party there tomorrow night at 6 o'clock. If anyone wants to come to Robusta Room and have pizza, beer, and do a little celebration. Also, the Special Bar, all my people back home, I know you guys are watching right now. It's awesome. Love you guys.
Congratulations on the victory. Hoping for the big show coming up with Sid Bice. Give it up for him once again. It's good to have you back. That does it for us tonight. Thank you so much for coming out as you drive home. Please do so safely. We'll see you again coming up later this month with Sparta Combat League.